Defense wins championships. Toughness wins championships. Wait a minute, shut up. It's 2025, the most unprecedented time we've ever seen in college football. It's pro sports, but without a salary cap. Donors engaging in measuring contests, teams competing on how many Lambos they can promise recruits, TikTok followers, schools buying their way into conferences, coaches getting pissed, former coaches getting pissed, players turning their backs in an instant, players suing schools, all in the name of one thing: winning. Some schools empty their pockets and get this in return, while others do the same exact thing, lose to App State at home in their $500 million stadium, and miss a bowl game. So how much does money actually influence winning? Can a certain number guarantee a ring? And the truth is pretty freaking stupid. Back in the day, everything was sunshine and rainbows. There was lots of integrity when it came to recruiting. Life was good. A program literally got the death penalty for illegally paying players under the table for years. Teams would buy your mama a house, a booster named Steven would give you a luxury car straight out of the dealership, and coach would hand you a McDonald's bag on a visit that didn't include a Big Mac, it was a whole rack of cash. In the 70s and 80s, SMU went all in, saying, the NCAA, we're going to do it our way, paying recruits in order to win 10 games with the full knowledge and participation of the university. That ended with the most extreme punishment in college football history, where the Mustangs were banned from playing an entire season in 1987, culminating in a gruesome 30-year recovery process. And when USC's Reggie Bush got caught for receiving donor gifts in 2006, it destroyed the reputation of a once legendary program, leaving them still searching for answers in 2025. Contrary to your belief that big money is just now running college football, it always has. But before NIL, teams were doing even shadier things for recruits. Forget facilities. For years, schools just used hot girls. They take you on a visit, but it wasn't the weight room that blew you away. At Oklahoma State in the early 2010s, it wasn't just campus tours, it was hostesses that were hooking up with recruits as part of the pitch. What about faithful players and healthy relationships? Once again, programs exploited them through women as well, their girlfriends. Back in 2008, when Urban Meyer couldn't get a player to come to Gainesville, he started incessantly calling his girl until he finalized a deal to get her on the gymnastics team. Then the couple both committed.
Hey, what's good, baby? Is Coach mine?
In 2015, Michigan tight ends coach Jay Harbaugh did it the old-fashioned way, handwriting notes to send to four-star players' girlfriends. Enough. College football is unique in the fact that one dude with really fat pockets gets mad at seeing his alma mater lose to the rival one too many times and changes it with one check. After graduation and before founding a little company called Nike, Phil Knight watched his Oregon Ducks lose 8 straight years to their in-state rival, the Beavers, and it pissed him off so much he wanted vengeance. As Nike grew, so did the donations, until Oregon was consistently beating Oregon State, and also one of the top programs in the country with the most insane facilities. Phil Knight is literally so terrified of dying before the Ducks win a natty that he will pay any amount to see it happen. But that's not even the craziest donor I'm going to talk about in this video. History shows that if you don't spend over $100 million on a practice facility, you are screwed, buddy. Just go home, just give it up. It's not the 1980s anymore where you can suit up and practice on your shitty dirt field and expect to go win games. Since 2015, every national champion has recently spent over $100 million on facility upgrades. It's an arms race. Each year, schools and collectives are throwing out stupid amounts of money for massaging pull-out bed lockers, $42,000 shower heads, barbershops, and toilets that wipe your own ass. All right, I don't know about the last one, but probably. None of these fancy toys matter unless you have a guy to put it all together. You want to win in college football? Try paying an absolute fortune for a head coach. In the MLB, a league that makes over $11 billion in revenue a year, the highest paid manager is Dave Roberts of the Dodgers, making $8 million annually. 15. Yes, I said that right. 15 college football coaches make more than him. Lincoln Riley, a coach that has gone 15-11 in the last 2 seasons, makes $3 million more than the last Super Bowl winning coach. So wait, money doesn't correlate with winning? Well, not entirely. Texas A&M made the smartest investment ever, using all their oil money to sign Jimbo Fisher to a 10-year, $95 million deal, spending God knows what on players to bring in the single greatest recruiting class of all time for a 7-5 2022 season, a firing, and the most expensive buyout in CFB history of $76 million. Back to crazy donors in NIL with the Miami Hurricanes. Billionaire John Ruiz's business Life Wallet was being investigated by the SEC. No, not that one, silly. This one, they were basically going bankrupt, and he said, who cares? Let me go get the Cavender twins, lock in over 100 Miami athletes on NIL deals with my company, and lay the foundation for us to pay an O-line recruit $2 million per year and Carson Beck $4 million. Carson Beck? That name sounds familiar. Wasn't he with another great team? Yeah, if you're not paying, they ain't staying. Nico Iamaleava, you had an awesome first year with Tennessee. I can't wait to see what's in store for the future. Matter of fact, with NIL, players will now walk out on your team mid-season after a 4-0 start in the top 25 ranking with the chance to make the playoff as a group of 5 bid. UNLV starting QB Matthew Sluka just quit on spot, forwent his eligibility for the season, and hit the portal for not getting exactly the check he was promised by the school. You don't pay, you might also get sued. In the most embarrassing NIL failure of all time, 5-star quarterback Jaden Rashada filed a lawsuit against head coach Billy Napier and a Florida mega booster after they promised him $3.85 million, then ghosted him. But that's not even the most controversial NIL dispute we've ever seen. Tennessee offered Nico Iamaleava, their golden quarterback of the future, an $8 million deal before he ever stepped on campus. But after leading his team to a CFP appearance in his freshman year, he wanted $4 million a year, and when Tennessee didn't budge, he hit the portal, gone just like that, straight to UCLA, and now he's making $1.5 million instead. You can also buy your way into a conference that you would have otherwise no business being in. Imagine saying this to Lou Holtz 20 years ago. He would have had a heart attack. SMU paid an estimated $200 million to join the ACC by foregoing 9 years of television revenue and receiving commitments from boosters to cover that income. Just insanity, but it actually worked. They made the 12-team CFP on their first try. These guys are happy. You know who isn't, though? Deion Sanders. Prime is pissed, just one of many coaches in the sport right now, but of course he's not going to hold back.
You understand damn near why they're in the playoffs. It's kind of hard to compete with somebody who's given $25-30 million to a freshman class.
You have to be a rocket scientist to figure out who he's talking about.
I wish there was a cap.
Wait. There is a cap literally starting right now, the 2025 season, but don't let them fool you. This is a soft cap, no Viagra. The NCAA's recent House settlement allows universities to directly pay athletes for the first time, with the limit being just over $20 million for each team. However, this doesn't count for the backdoor funds, private NIL deals, TikTok bag drops, and luxury vehicles. At this moment, while you're watching the video, big schools are finding the new meta to bend the system, because if you weren't paying attention earlier in the video, that's what they've always done. When a team comes up just short, instead of going back to the drawing board, now they just throw more moolah. Texas has recently struggled on the biggest stage and saw what Ohio State did last year with the $25 million, and now they're gearing up to spend $40 million on players in 2025. This is literally what the Longhorns show off on visits, and with this trajectory, we could have college teams spending more than the Colts very soon. How much does it cost to win in 2025? Based on trends from the last 5 seasons, you need just about $10 million to pay a coach. Let's say $12 million going forward, inflation. Your team's facilities must total at least $200 million, and now a $40 million roster is a requirement. Oh, and the cherry on top, a sugar daddy donor or a massive collective that's worth $1 billion. 98% of the schools don't have these resources, but don't worry, if your team is broke, I can help you fix the problem. Go on Kalshi.com, use my code, and start gambling to make money. No, I'm just kidding. And despite the satirical nature of this video, I still love college football. My team, the Oregon State Beavers, are probably not going to win a natty anytime soon, but that's not what it's all about. It's about waking up at 9 a.m., 8 a.m., 6 a.m. if you're on the West Coast, drinking some beers with your buddies, having burgers, going to the tailgates, going to the game, and rooting for the team with your entire heart.